overall. Because they have like the narrative die, the like complication. They have different complication die, which are really fun.
Yeah.
Let's find the system.
Okay. Test. All right. So it's now running. Test. I couldn't figure out how to get it. So we're just gonna. I couldn't figure out how to get it. So God, let me mute it. Okay. So let's just do it. Where we will just put a still image of the Scum and Villainy game, and then I guess we'll. I mean, this is a word-driven game, anyways. We'll just mention our dice rolls out loud, which we always do, anyways.
Genesis system. That's what it is. The dice. Sorry, this is incredibly distracting to me.
Yeah,
That's fine.
The point is, it's a very good dice system, and everyone should look at it. It's a lot of fun.
If you're distracted, so are the guards on the train. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
We're all also arguing about the best RPG system.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a meta commentary.
I mean, this is a valid argument to have while playing tabletop RPGs.
I mean, best RPG system. I actually really like what's this system called for Blades in the Dark? And
Forged in the Dark.
I like the Forged in the Dark system. I think it's pretty well done in terms of like giving the player characters a good chance of success, but when they fail, oh boy, do they fail.
also, it's still, even when you succeed, it's not a full success, which is nice.
Right.
I think my favorite dice system and general role-playing game system is probably the Golden Wheel. Or no, not Golden Wheel. Burning Wheel. Gold Edition. Gold Edition has a lot of fun.
I will stand up and defend the D&D system. I know it's like the standard. The only real critique I have of it is that it's extremely GM dependent, right? Like I think that the D20, add your skill to it is pretty good. It's just a matter then of making sure the DCs that are being set are like achievable. It can be pretty easy for people to fall into a trap where they just always pass everything because they have a plus 11 at level 3 in a skill.
I also prefer the Forged in the Dark because it really kind of shows as you progress like how good you are when you're rolling multiple dice. With D&D, it seems like it's definitely throws off a little bit of somebody with no training can do better than someone who's trained their entire life just off of like luck.
Yeah,
It can be fun, but it definitely takes an element of realism out of it.
Well, yeah. Again, I think the issue with D&D is that it's also easy to get. It's easy to peak in a skill really early on. Like it is easy to have.
Aya?
Yeah, like so. If you're a bard or a rogue, you can be really good at skill checks early on to the point where you're never gonna fail them unless you roll like a 4 or lower. You have like a minuscule chance of failing.
Very human take prodigy and you get expertise in a skill.
There's that too.
But
let's get this game started.
Bard.
The stream is running. Let's get her going.
All right, you guys have a train to rob. And
Nothing.
So we're gonna enter free play. What do you want to do to set up the train robbery? You got your transportation settled.
Quick side note for everyone: how are we doing in terms of stress right now?
I have one
No.
stress. I have one stress.
I've got 2. Doing great.
Yeah, I've only got 1. Okay, we'll be fine then. The rest of you are the planners. You figure it out.
And you're in charge.
Isn't this your score, Jacob?
It is.
I wasn't the one who planned it. This was a group effort to plan.
Well, delegating.
Very convenient, I'd say.
Yeah.
When it's your choice to, when it's your decision to, put the score in motion.
Yeah.
It's a group effort.
In Blades in the Dark, when I was running everything, you got to give me credit. I came up with the score.
Yeah, it was great. I just had to show up.
I want to point out, you guys always had the option. You just had to come with a fully formed idea.
I did say that. Remember, I literally said, if you ever come to me with a fully formed idea, I will give it the green light, no matter what. And then you guys never did.
It was much easier to just show up, wasn't it, Grace?
Oh yeah, no, I love that. I don't want to plan shit.
Well, you're playing a character. You're playing the character. You two are playing the two planning characters in this cruise. So
the wonderful thing about
Highly
this
debatable description there.
Especially
the
for me.
wonderful thing here is that you guys don't have to plan. You could just jump into it.
Go rob a train. Don't really need downtime or free play.
Yeah, if there's nothing you guys want to do in free play, you have all the information given to you.
Could I try and get a pistol back, like a second fine pistol, real quick?
No.
Okay.
You'll need to acquire.
That's a
it.
downtime thing. I can't do my I can't do my shootout plan.
You can use one pistol to shoot people out.
No. I mean,
You can always
if you remember last time, I suggested that my
his
plan
duel
for
for a
getting
fine pistol.
my plan for getting a fine pistol back is to get into a duel with someone, kill them, and just take theirs. Find
again, like I said last time, that's a downtime action where the consequence for you failing is death.
All right, let's do it. We'll do that. We'll deal with that later.
Alternatively, you could set up a whole score where you duel someone.
No, that's fine. We'll do the train. But we all know what Keith's score is going to be when it's his turn to propose one.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be getting a gun?
We'll plan a whole score just to get a gun.
Get this man a gun.
All right.
Let's see,
I guess
what else?
I'm good if we want to just jump right in.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Raphael, your blaster pistol is still overheated. Cannot use it until you repair it.
Can I repair it right now or no?
Well,
The downtime.
funny you should ask that. You weren't here for downtime, so let's do your downtime.
Oh shit! Yeah, you get downtime and XP.
Nice.
Wait, you're saying he got all that with that little stress, even without taking downtime?
He did do downtime because he started making the frag grenades.
Oh right, you did. Never mind. We have to do your XP first.
Yeah.
You might get something that can help you. So last session, you addressed a challenge with force Earth threat.
That was twice, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I also believe it was twice.
Oh,
Do you not remember exactly?
I believe one of them.
You shot at things.
There were a few instances of shooting at things.
Yeah. Lots of shooting.
You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or.
I think I used my Scarlet Wolves thing. I think once, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, I don't remember that.
I think I was talking to someone. I'm trying to remember. I think I was
You didn't
talking.
really talk to anyone besides the guy in the.
Yeah, I feel like Raphael didn't really do as much last time.
Mm-hmm.
You were pretty quiet.
If it makes you feel better, most people did not get a lot of XP out of that whole adventure.
Or XP.
I could have sworn though I did talk to somebody who's my Scarlet Wolf stuff. I could have sworn I did that. Like I flexed it at somebody or something.
I don't think there was anyone to flex it at.
Yeah,
though.
who would you have done it to? If you really want, go rewatch the stream. Get me those rewatch minutes.
Yeah. I think I'll take that. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Get those VOD views up,
The only person we interacted with who wasn't a part of the crew was the guy in the place we were robbing.
And the people we hired to guard the ship and bar for the next score.
Yeah. Heritage or not. Beliefs and drives, though. There could be places where you express those that I'm not remembering.
If you respond to danger by, just simply going with his guttural instinct, which is just to shoot at things. They get rid of the targets, such as teammates, etc. So, get the mission done.
Given how hard it is for us to remember the details of something from a week ago, what if we just give him like 4 XP and call it?
I was gonna say 3.
I'll just give you 3 XP. That'll give you enough if you want to advance your playbook.
Yeah, I'll go with 3. And then boom, playbook advancement.
Playbook, or you can advance your prowess, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Nah, I'm already pretty stacked in prowess. I've already got 3 in scrap and 2 in helm and 1 in skull.
Yeah, but you could get that 4th point, get 4 dice for resistance rolls.
Yes, also, I can also take Battleborn and get myself special armor. I'll push myself during a fight for free.
More armor.
More armor. More armor, and also the ability to push myself during a fight for free. So,
Man, I should really take Daredevil after a certain point, because that would be really useful next time we get into a desperate score. When you make a desperate roll, you may take an extra dice.
That's
Yeah.
good as hell.
But when you do so, I don't get to mark XP in that actions attribute. So it's I would rather succeed than level up this ability.
Seems pretty decent.
And I actually I looked at taking one like that back with the Blades in the Dark, but I decided not to because I was like, we never get into desperate scores. But I feel like we're going to be in a lot more desperate scores here because we don't do a lot of setup to get really high engagement rolls.
Yeah, you never got desperate scores because you always rolled like 4 or 5 dice for your engagement.
It did help. I had that passive ability that gave us a +1 to engagement.
Had a +1. We always had a friend helping us because we were constantly just doing missions for said friend.
Yeah.
And whatever other factors showed up.
Maybe that's the move I'll take next.
Yeah. Well, there's anything else you can think of that you guys can accomplish during free play.
Oh, let's rob a train.
All right, train robbing time. This is your score, Sky. So why don't you roll the engagement for it?
Ooh. There we go.
Actually, before we do this, we want to have some people riding next to the train while some people get on the train to rob it.
How would you get onto the train to rob it? To me, this sounds like an assault score.
Assault score sounds good, but I'm saying, like, who do we want to leave on the horses and cart to be pulling alongside it?
You.
Alongside the train.
I would say you, and then the 3 of us go on.
My only concern is if I'm not the one, you guys are going to need to plug me into the system somehow. It is much easier for me to be able to. This is I'm assuming has tech on the train. I can get us through doors and all that much easier, especially since we don't have Lando. We can't necessarily slip through.
I don't think there's going to be much slipping in this score.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of blowing up.
Right, I'll give each of you a flash drive then.
Okay.
Unless you want to come on, maybe you have the horses set. I mean, that could be a flashback to have the horses.
Oh, shit, yeah, I can.
You could very easily, while we're on the score, you could very easily flashback to say the horses are programmed to just follow.
It doesn't have to be a flashback. I can just have them. Because we haven't started the score, so it's not a flashback yet. So in free play,
my point is, if you do it as a flashback, it'll succeed. If you do it in free play, you got to make a roll, and it might not.
No, you'll have to make a roll regardless.
So can I just make a roll now? I basically want them to follow the train tracks. Like I can click a button and put them on like auto, so they just follow the train track path next to it.
Yeah, sure. That'd be gonna be hack probably. Yeah.
Perfect.
Can I get you to give Buttercup the same treatment?
Yeah, I can. It's risky. It's hacking.
Oh, you can't do it for Buttercup.
Oh, completely locked out.
Because you will need a long-term project to even mess with Buttercup.
Okay.
It's a long process, but you kind of bungled getting Buttercup up.
My hot wiring job wasn't quite up to snuff.
I mean, it was up to snuff, but like
hot wiring.
Yeah, it's
hot. Jailbreak it.
You didn't
have to jailbreak it. Now I have to get back on the system.
But you got a 6 on that roll.
I love my insight. put it in hack last time.
There we go. So yeah, they have an autopilot function now.
Sweet, still falling next to us.
All right.
Except for Buttercup. Buttercup might just run off to the wild.
But if Buttercup runs off into the wild, Keith will shed a single tear, and that'll be the end of it.
Tell you what, I'll leave Jeremy my small semi-sentient drone on Buttercup to ride it and try to keep it on course. It's going to be a physical thing.
Okay.
More of a general note. Your drones are not at all close to being sent. They are weak AI.
Oh yeah, it has a CPU that expresses emotion. Doesn't necessarily feel it. That's unclear.
Well, in that case, it can't be defined as sentient because if it's programmed to express emotion in different circumstances without necessarily being able to feel those emotions, it wouldn't be considered sentient.
What we
It
had
would be
discussed
mimicking.
was that I combined. You allowed me to combine my small drone and my what is it called? The direct
Your
Like the
Genius
pet?
alien pet.
pet.
Genius is
And-
not necessarily sentient.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's,
Sentience implies more of a complex existence than a programmed.
it has emotional mimicry to it. It's a jank CPU I got off the black market.
Less R2D2, more battle droid number 83.
Oh god.
Roger. Okay. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Actually, what kind of weapons would you have told Raphael to kind of bring with him on this?
You can decide that during the score.
Yeah, that's not a pre.
I mean, like, we're gonna be on a train, correct? Does this mean like tight quarters, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Honestly, a small
Once
detonator
again,
is probably the
remember,
best.
you don't have to mark anything down until you need it.
That's true.
Hint.
We already have the guards guarding our shuttle, right? Or do we have to redo that?
No, you
We've got
and
it for
me.
the rest of the score.
We hired them at the end during downtime last time for this score.
Okay.
So in other words,
Right.
yes, we
Follow the train.
will have guards around our shuttle and guards in the bar. Well, a guard who is probably just going to get drunk on our own supply, but
I mean, we can leave Lando in the bar because we can roll.
Yeah,
that,
Lando can
sweet,
stay in the
sweet
bar
kick right
also.
off that.
So Lando and random guard Keith found are going to guard the bar.
All right. So,
Oral
engagement.
engagement.
Okay. And you decided on an assault score, correct?
So?
Yeah, I would say it's an assault score.
I mean, there's an argument that could be made for a lot of those. It just depends on what you want the focus of the narrative to be.
Well, do we want to do assault or robbery?
Well, robbery is more a general description of what happens. Assault is like the detail of it. Like, so
Yes.
the way it works is if it's an assault, we have to provide what our point of attack is, which in this case would be
Okay.
the horses, basically. The robo horses is our point of attack.
Robbery
So
is
we get the-
almost always an assault score by definition, however,
Okay.
because you have to use
my main-
violence and such to rob someone.
My main concern was the XP purposes as well as we have stuff we gain +1 credit when we execute a successful robbery.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh.
a robbery, but
Okay. So
Question.
for it.
This train count as an occupied vessel vis-a-vis us getting +1 to our engagement score?
yes, it does.
Oh.
And we get +1 to scrap rolls, don't forget.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
Oh my god, we're finally going to do something we're good at.
All right. Is this plan particularly bold or daring? Fuck yeah, it is.
Oh yeah. I would hope so. Jesus.
It is rather bold, daring. Is it overly complex or contingent on many details? Don't think it is.
No, there's
Driving
one
a train.
detail.
Yeah. It's more or less a smash and grab.
The moving smash and grab.
Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them when they're at their weakest? Plan's detail being the point of assault, which will.
Do we want to go right for the car? Last session, I figured out. Did I figure out what car the med
You
kit,
did.
or not the med kit. So I say we go right for that cart, so we don't have to try to fight our way through as much.
Oh,
Even mark for the next. It's the middle of 5.
I mean, we're still gonna have to fight. We just don't have to fight from car to car.
All right. Does the plan's detail
Raphael,
expose the
you're covered with
vulnerability?
armor. If Raphael attacks the train from behind and then we go for the side of it, they might be busy fighting Raphael while we rob them.
Ooh, I like that idea.
That could work, yes. I guess it's time to bring up the heavy guns then.
I was gonna hesitate to volunteer Raphael to fight like X number of guards all at once, but if he's into it, sure.
I mean,
With a train, he may be able to do the whole Spartan aspect where they can only come 1 or 2 at a time.
You
I mean,
like a
They're
could
like
also
having to
do-
go run through boxes.
we could also just use the Zarathustra and just proceed to
I don't know what the Zarathustra is.
It's a rocket
detonator
launcher.
launcher. And I stated before, it's not a rock. Like,
Okay,
I said
let's
before,
not
like,
do
my
any
version of
permanent
it-
damage to the train we're trying to steal.
Yeah. Also, I say that my
We're
version of the detonator
stealing a
launcher.
train.
Okay, well, we're probably stealing at least the car. All right, actually,
We aren't gonna
let's get one
permanently
detail.
have a
Let's get
train.
one detail out of the way before we start the score. How are we stealing the med bay?
Blow a hole in the side of the car that it's in. And we start shoveling the stuff out while most likely Keith and Raphael shoot on either side of us to
So
defend
now,
us.
I was under the
Huh.
impression we were going to decouple the car that the med bay is on and just let the train drive
Yeah.
off without it.
And that could work too.
I will point out that if you wanted to go through with a cut a hole in something, the train is going at about like 120 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's wind. Let's decouple it.
I mean, you can do it because that's how movies work. But
I mean, yeah, I'm really thinking we toss the medbite out of the side of it, and if we don't account for wind, it just gets launched backwards.
And it also just explodes on impact with the ground. Not literally
Yeah.
explodes, but like shatters.
Yeah.
I think decoupling is the better way to do it. In which case, the Raphael plan won't work because that just means he'll draw all the guards onto the part of the train we're stealing.
Okay, hear me out. Put Raphael up front. Then we steal the
wait,
back
and
of the
in-
train.
And in front of the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Great
Oh, yeah.
plan.
We should have Red Dead
We'll hit
Redemption
you.
for this one.
They might have to do that hole where they stop and check out what they hit to see.
Armor
Oh my
protection,
God.
right? If he gets hit by the train, he can mark off just an armor for
Yeah.
that, right?
I highly doubt that, but
no, because that would just be immediate death.
yeah, that would be
No matter,
immediate.
no matter the circumstance, if you're getting hit by a train, you will die.
Seems a bit harsh, don't you think? I
No,
Opinionated
I don't
bias.
think it's very harsh.
But like space armor.
But it's a space train.
Oh, you're right. I see your space armor and I raise you a space train.
Train.
It negates each other. It just becomes normal armor and normal train.
Mm.
If you medieval knight
Well,
try to
that's a
charge
sacrifice
steam
I'm
in-
willing to have Raphael make if everyone else is.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go back to the
Do a
engagement. roll.
vote.
If you die, think about it. You don't have to repair your blaster. Then you can just make a new character with a new blaster.
It could be Raphael's twin, Lay or
Yeah.
Pelat. Or
I'm all set. I'm all set.
Hear me out though. Don't change the backstory at all. They've led entirely parallel lives, but never met.
or
no.
maybe Raphael
The-
is
the
only
other one
one
would-
of two twins who have just been subbing out for each other the entire
Oh
time.
god. Oh
Ooh.
god. Oh,
That's
no.
His brother
hilarious.
works for the Crimson Coyotes instead of the
How
Scarlet Wolves.
original for us.
We're up to 2 engagement dice.
Okay, does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them when they're at their weakest? No.
Still at 2,
It
right?
absolutely does not. Is the target strongest against this kind of approach, or they have particular defenses or special preparation? Because of your heat that you got from the last time, and what's his face, Keith, stuff that he messaged me. Yes, they do have defenses and preparation.
Actually, the stuff I messaged you didn't really matter, but
It didn't matter, but you had enough. What I said was, if you guys accrue enough heat from this, it
Right,
will
yeah.
matter.
yeah,
And killing would, no matter what, put you over the top for it.
right.
So yes. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Buttercup. Buttercup will aid me.
Don't think that works.
Buttercup is my friend.
I mean, do we want to sick an assassin on the conductor of the train?
Why? I don't think
Is your
that's
assassin
not
on the
what it
planet
means,
right
Cole. That's not what it means by like aid. That would be like
Yeah.
that would be more we hired your assassin to be part of the crew for the score.
That's true.
Aid and insight is more
Would-
like your assassin friend tells us like, hey, the conductor of the train has a honey allergy. So if you give him something with honey in it, like he'll be paralyzed or something like that.
Just like how Ecker in Blades in the Dark would get us body parts when we need them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just randomly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Correct.
need a fake body to pretend that we have a couple on the love boat. Do not question it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry.
It wasn't random, Cole. It was very specific body parts.
Yo,
It wasn't a love
there was
boat,
a
it was
time
a
where you had
coital
to pick
canoe.
between 8 different hands to see which one you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then the
God.
ghost of the girl whose hands we took haunted you.
No, those were her ears, I thought.
Yes, ears.
Oh,
Pietro and the crew as a whole came up with a lot of creative ways to use body parts in that.
Use every part of the person.
It was a great advertising
canoe.
campaign.
So no friends or contact.
Not that I can think of.
Any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation?
I'll tell you right now,
Yes.
if it changes your
Yes,
opinion,
there are.
if it changes your opinion, we're at 1 dice right now, so this won't make a difference.
We're at 2 dice right now because we get the bonus.
No, we're at 1
Yes,
dice.
there are, because of your consequence that you did not resist from last time, Jacob.
Oh yeah.
The Guild of
Ooh.
Engineers now knows you are planning to rob this train.
Ah.
Oh, great.
1.
And, you know, it also doesn't help that these are their medical supplies.
Let's
Another
roll this
minus-
die.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I don't think we can survive another desperate score. Please, please.
And I have no
Desperate,
injuries and no
desperate.
stress.
Okay, risky.
Aw, sad.
Okay. What a comp. So you guys are riding, keeping pace with the train. You notice something that wasn't on the information you had on the train. You notice it's a lot more guarded than you thought. Looking inside the train, you count, well, per car there are maybe 8 or so guards.
Not too bad, but yeah, that's a lot.
All heavily armed. They all look very well trained, at the very least.
Too ready for a day? Get your guns ready.
They always are.
Ready to
Otherwise,
rock
I'm
and
gonna-
roll.
All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
So, are we able to sidle up next to the train without them noticing us?
You guys
Please
are.
do that.
You're able to get up next to the train without them noticing you. They don't seem to be concerned with anything going on outside the train.
What is the grappling hook? Or for jumping.
I'm pretty sure a grappling hook is a special equipment for pilots, I believe.
Yep.
It
We
is.
do have a ship-sized grappling hook, but that might be a bit overkill.
We just
Lift
scoop
up
up the train.
It's like an eagle, like with a fish. Just
Would work.
I would like to try to jump. So I imagine you three are riding on the carriage, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm on
Mm.
Buttercup. I would like to try to jump from Buttercup onto the train.
Okay, first, you need to make a prowess test, otherwise you're just gonna get bucked off the horse.
When you say a prowess test, what does that mean?
It means resist. Or you can just choose not to resist and get bucked off the horse.
I got a 5.
oh my
Okay.
god.
You take one stress. Now you can try to jump on the train.
Yeah, would that be scramble?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to spend a gambit on this. For an extra dice. 3, fail.
So
Yikes.
you jump onto the train. You are barely hanging on, but your feet are dangling outside the window, and a bunch of the guards notice and they start taking shots
So
at
now,
you.
to clarify, I didn't want it to be like I'm trying to jump through a window into the car. I was trying to like Spider-Man, like a cat on a screen door, like clamp onto the side of the train car.
Yeah, what
but I get that
you
I
did
failed.
basically was you jumped onto. You were attempting to do that, but now you just have to hang on,
Right. Could
and your
I
feet are
roll
just
to resist that
dangling
consequence?
outside of a window.
Could I roll prowess to resist that consequence?
Yes, you can.
6.
You have a
No
jetpack.
stress.
What are you doing jumping?
Oh please, we can't always use the jetpack.
Why not?
Because
So
the
the
spacesuit
consequence
takes up 2
here
load.
is that. So what happens is that they don't notice you, but you're still not in a good position to do much.
Sure. It might take another roll for me to actually get up and around type
Yeah.
deal. Gotcha.
Pretty much. Rest
Or
of
to
you.
jump from a moving horse onto a moving train.
Honestly, I'm impressed I just landed without breaking my arms.
I'm surprised you didn't just hit the ground and go like down the behind us. You were just out.
Take a level
That would
3
have been
harm.
very funny if it happened.
Takes a level 3 harm and is just out of the score for the rest of the night.
All right,
Alright.
I'm gonna try to hop on this train.
Okay. You don't have to make your checks because you have normal.
Good job generating a gambit for us
Yeah,
Awesome.
I just fucking flip onto the train with my way ninja powers.
with the 6.
Oh, absolutely. Jedi
Just a Jedi
flip right
move.
on that.
So, yeah.
Raphael, you're next.
All right.
Cool.
What were we saying? Sorry.
You're next on that
Yep.
train.
I'm gonna try to hop on the train. Gotham.
Yeah, go ahead.
Scramble.
If you would like.
What up? It's not really the way I can skulk onto the train, so
Skulk would just mean try to get on quietly.
yeah, we'll try and get on this train quietly. Show them how it's done. Nice and smooth.
Okay.
You are
You're gonna have
covered
a
in
reduced
armor
effect
leaping in a
on
meta
that.
train.
It
Reduced
will be a
effect?
limited effect.
Limited effect.
Just roll scramble.
I don't think he has any.
We have a
checks.
gambit as well.
You see, I'm just gonna put
Roll
I'm
a
just gonna-
use a gambit and push yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Use the game and push myself. Let me just mark down the gambit real quick.
That lets you push it to 2 dice.
Yep. All right, skulk, risky, effect standard since I'm pushing myself, and 2 bonus dice because I'm doing,
Wait, 2 bonus dice?
or 1
Because he can
One
push
gambit.
himself and use a gambit.
Right,
So
but
it would
he
be
just said he's
at 2.
using the pushing himself to bump up the effect. So,
Actually, yeah, no. Apologies. I'm not going to do that both. I won't bump up the effect.
Well,
My bad.
just roll
Yep.
scramble. And you'll be
Honestly,
at a normal
either
effect.
one. It doesn't matter which one you do. Either way, you're going to be rolling with 2 dice at a standard effect. So your pick which one you want to do.
Yeah. I'll take standard effect, 2 dice. Boom. Ooh.
Ooh, a 6, nice.
Ooh. We're stealthy.
Nice.
So I kind of just like situate myself like in a good position, to start getting things done when the time comes.
You should actually only have rolled 2 dice.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah, you
my
were
bad.
supposed to have only 1 bonus dice, was my point.
Yeah, 1 bonus die, 2 dice in total.
Apologies. My bad. Still 6.
You got the
Yeah.
6 on the first one.
Still the 6. That's in the first 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to do the same. First, I'm going to push the button to turn on autopilot. I'm going to toss out my drone and use it as like a springboard, so I can do this in like rather than 1 leap, I can jump off the drone as a second part to get me the height that I need.
Sure.
I will mark off the drone, and I will mark it off as not being able to use it, because I'm assuming it's going to bounce off the ground and roll back and have to follow the horses behind. Or at least make it back to the shuttle.
Most likely.
All right.
If it was R2-D2, it would just start flying.
Standard effect. Bonus die. 3.
Yeah, I love it. Ragdoll.
Okay.
I overestimated the thrusters on my drone.
Well, I mean, the natural consequence here is that you stomp your drone, and it is completely unusable.
I'll fix it later.
It is then... Well, you're gonna have to find it, because it's gonna get knocked back.
Can I roll to resist that, so I at least still make it onto the train?
Sure.
I don't know why I thought that would work.
You got a 5 on the resistance, not too bad.
That was a genius idea. Ingenuity.
You can
Jeremy.
barely make it on the train.
Holding on.
Yeah. You'll need to try to do something else before you can perform it.
Same Z's.
Sitting there looking at each other while the two
Like,
of them are walking.
we're both just like wordlessly screaming at each other.
I'll reach down an arm to whichever one of them's closer to me and help them
Or
up.
even better, you pick who you think is more important to help up.
I'm the first mate, and he's
want me
physically
to pick that?
capable.
Scum.
Hell yes.
No, I could probably get up fine on my own anyways.
Yeah. Didn't bring my magnet hands, so.
Can I assist them as well in getting up?
You can
Or-
help me.
I kind of- yeah, I go over and help Keith.
You can.
So, Gotham, does this mean Jacob and I make a roll and we get help from them, or are we just going to get helped up?
No, you'll need to make a roll. Because you might
I
flip
will make a
and
skulk roll.
die.
I will make a skulk roll to try to stealthily swarm my way up.
Yep.
Because if I make a
Sure.
spam
Join me.
roll, it's the same thing.
Reduced
It's a reduced
effect.
effect. Oh, actually,
Join me in the chat.
yeah. So it's the same deal either way. Actually,
Same deal either.
I'll still do a skulk. What would a
Okay.
limited effect look like on like a partial success here? What does that mean?
A limited effect on a partial success will likely mean you're able to get on the train with a consequence, and
Might
you
hear us
won't
stomping on
be
top.
able to. You again won't be able to do a whole lot until the next round goes around. You'll be
Alright,
like
so
fatigued.
What I will
essentially.
do is I will take Raphael's help to bump up my effect, and then I will take one of our 2 gambits as a bonus dice.
Okay.
And I'll regenerate it on a 6.
Okay.
So it's moot.
You can do that because you're special. Oh my god, the fireworks!
I can hear them through. I can hear
Yeah.
them through your
They are so loud.
thing.
I hear mine here as well.
I'm
Both
gonna
move it up.
switch to switch to push to talk because these fireworks are not stopping.
I mean, they aren't that annoying if you're like concerned for us, but they're just like faint popping noises in the background.
Okay. Well, if it becomes an issue, let me know. Sky, why did you roll scramble?
I also have to get up.
Oh, right, you do. You're
And you didn't spend a gambit, so that generates another gambit for us. We're back up
I
to 3.
believe actually that scramble should be at a limited effect.
Okay.
Because you just used scramble to try to get on the train.
Oh, yep. Yeah, so that would be a limited then. I still make it up, but I make noise getting up. A lot of noise. Okay, as Haska drags me up, I'm like, my feet like keep kicking the side, trying to find purchase.
They're like, damn it, a bird hit the train again.
Let's see. Well, a limited effect doesn't mean there's a consequence. It just means what you're trying to do won't be as effective, which means you're on the train, but like you're winded and you can't like do anything for a little bit.
I'll lie there while I figure out how to get inside.
If only we had someone here with a sword that could cut through metal.
Ah.
We had someone here who could stick to the damage.
Oh,
See,
man.
Raphael.
As a note, you guys probably can't really hear each other very well.
We're just like, we can text by communicator, though.
Yeah. That is true.
Standing on top of a train.
The
texting.
sarcasm is just dripping through every one of Keith's messages.
Raphael's just replying with a bunch of emojis, just constantly.
He's just using his face emojis.
He's just using his face emoji.
Oh, wait.
Are we gonna get inside or not?
That's on you. That's on
Is there
you.
a hatch on the top of it?
That's on
Is
those
there
of
like one of
you
those?
with more technical skill.
Can we
Is
just
there one
cut
of
our way
those
in?
fire hatches on top of the train,
There is.
where a single person can come in and out?
There is, absolutely.
All right, you guys want me and Raphael to take care of the guards inside first?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right, Raphael, come here.
Good.
I'm gonna
I
even though we're communicating by text message, I'm gonna like pull him to the side. All right.
All right.
You got any of those flash doohickeys?
I do not have any flashbangs on me currently, Keith. But I do have. I mean, I kind of just like like indicate my vibro sword on my back. I'm like, we could do some damage with this.
Yeah, and they'll do some damage to you with their shooty McPew-pews. Hey, Captain, can you like stun them or something with your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can
All
try.
right. Let's give it a try.
All right.
See how it goes.
Oh. I've also brought my flamethrower today too.
Please do not use the flamethrower inside the medicine kit area we're trying to steal.
I was just kidding, Keith. You think actually I would bring a flamethrower inside the medical
He
unit?
surreptitiously tucks the flamethrower under his cape.
It's like that weapons dealer from like Resident Evil 4.
He's like,
Oh my god.
This is the RPG like underneath his coat.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you buying?
Oh, I love that guy.
I love that guy. He's the
Oh.
best.
All right.
So would Hoska be engaging in like a setup action to stun everyone inside, and then we would go in and try to scrap them?
Yes. But this might, it could just deal with them entirely, depending on how well you roll.
That
Well,
depends on what you consider dealt with.
All
You
right.
guys do that, I'm going to be retying my hair.
These will be
I'll-
separate actions, effectively.
I'll go up to the hatch and then kind of like wait until no one's immediately around and just like slip through it and try to land behind something surreptitiously.
They're not gonna notice the hatch opening.
So
Probably notice
you're
the
going
hatch
to
open.
open the hatch, right?
I have a gun in my face the second I open this hatch, aren't I?
Hold up, hold up.
You
Wait. Before you do anything, we should probably check it for traps.
Good luck.
Dude, Sky.
I'm breathing heavily and retying my ponytail, which inevitably came
Fine.
out when leaping onto a moving train.
Keith will lean down real close, and just observe.
I want to point out. You could have just opened the hatch, and if there was a trap that was there, you could have just been like, "But I thought of that, and we checked for trap."
Flashbacks don't exist. I don't know what you're talking about.
Flashbacks are for those who have stress to burn because they're not going to get into combat-intensive situations. All right, can I study the hatch to see if there's any traps set up?
If you would like, sure. You're going to be at a limited effect because there is wind and sand blowing in all of your faces.
That's fine. That just means I might not spot the trap. With a 5.
I mean, you don't see a trap.
All right, Captain, you're good.
Okay.
It's all you.
When I do this, it might affect you guys. So what I want you to do is close the hatch right after me, so that it won't affect you.
If you insist,
Great.
we'll just shut you in there with them.
That seems like a terrible idea.
It's a horrible idea. All right, I'm opening this hatch.
Our fearless leader, everybody.
Great.
I don't think this is addressing a challenge with wisdom, Oscar.
So, Oscar, question.
Huh?
You have things that are metal on, correct?
No, I don't have anything listed yet, but realistically, I probably have my my saber on me.
Yeah.
At least.
So you open the hatch, and
God.
as soon as you do, you are pulled inside, and your saber is now stuck to what appears to be a magnet of some kind,
Fun.
and you with it as well.
Okay, cool.
You are now surrounded by 4
Uh.
guards with guns, all trained to shoot at you.
Keith closes the hatch.
Good
Good luck.
What?
Wandering
Keith.
ability.
You are attempting to close the hatch. In order to do so, you need to get close to the hatch, correct?
Okay, well, I would point out, we were ordered to close the hatch behind her, so yeah, that's what he's doing. He doesn't know what's going on. He thinks she just weighed herself in there.
You will also get sucked in. Keep in mind, both of you can resist all.
I would 100%
Whatever.
resist that. Prowess roll?
What about you, Oscar? Are you unclipping
It will,
your
it will
saber?
likely be a prowess roll or an insight if you want to figure out what happened to Haska.
For me, I'm doing prowess. We'll say I'm basically just trying to, bend my knees and brace against the pull of the magnet.
All right.
4. Ooh, 2 stress. I'm making a lot of resistance rolls tonight.
Yep.
That's what you do when you get 4 dice in them.
That's true. One of these days I'll get a crit and reduce my stress by 1. Alright, so do I shut the hatch?
The door is closed, and Haska, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to attune to the way and twist it, causing psychic harm to anyone in the area.
Great. Let's see if it works.
All right, and I'm going to spend an extra stress to do damage rather than just stunning.
Great. And
Right.
I will
Damage
also
is-
say everyone up top needs to make a resolve check as well.
Great!
Unless you want to spend that extra stress and give them all +2 there.
Can't you spend a gambit to ignore your stress that you take from it also?
You know what? Sure, I'll spend a gambit and just pay all 4 stress to get all of the stuff.
Okay.
Because we have 3, now
Oh.
2 gambits. Like, we're fine for gambits.
Y'all can't ignore it, but you do get +2 dice to resist it.
Oh, sweet.
Hopefully
Alright.
will be enough.
I'm going to attune. See
I
how
got a
this
6.
goes.
I got scared when I saw your 4, Jacob, because I was
Oh,
already...
poorly.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
you're 6, and I got excited.
They see you trying to attuned to some way stuff.
Wait.
However, they're gonna just haze you immediately in response.
Cool.
Consequences of this are you will be knocked out, or you can resist that.
Raphael, you need to make
if
a
you
resolve
resist it, you
check
take
too.
a level 2 harm.
Make a resolve check as well.
Yeah, with 2 bonus dice though.
I may ask, how do they have a taser if there's a giant magnet that's attracting things? Because those tasers would be attracted to the magnet.
It's a wooden taser.
No. Once the magnet has found its target, it's locked in place.
Oh, so it's like a tractor
God.
beam. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yikes.
It's a space magnet.
Who wants to steal this too?
No, it's literally just it was literally just pointed up. So it will.
Okay. All right. Got it.
How do you point a magnet?
With
over.
futuristic space technology. That's how.
Absolutely.
Gyroscopes. Space gyroscopes.
Okay. I am going to resist this. I'm gonna resist it using prowess. Like, I'm going to unclip my saber from my belt and just like, right as they're shooting it at me, so that I don't get tased, basically.
Sure. It's also not like a taser. It's like electro stun blast.
Yeah. Okay. That I roll well on. Jesus.
Okay.
Hey,
you'll still
it's good to
take
roll
the
well on
harm.
your resistances.
That's right.
Better to roll well on your rolls so you don't need to resist.
You will still take the harm unless you want armor or.
I'll use
No
armor.
Okay.
Dope. Cool. This magnet, on any chance, like sitting on like a stand that I could crawl under?
Well, when I say magnet, it's not like what you would think of as a magnet. It's like, it's just like a bunch of like circular discs that have like, different like future space like LED lights around it, so that we know it's important as the audience.
Gotcha. Regardless, I'm gonna try to like flip behind or below or just around this thing in some way, so that I'm on the other side of it between them and me.
Sure. You could also like try to like get rid of your sword, because that's the only thing that's metal on it.
Yeah, I'm not attached to it anymore.
That's what her prowess roll was for.
Oh, that's right.
I just don't want them to shoot me, so I'd like to have something large and metal in between me and them. Is the main goal here. Oh,
yeah.
right.
You can easily get something large and metal in between you guys. There are like different things in this card that can function as that.
Okay, cool. I'll just slip behind whatever the closest, most easily available thing is.
Sounds like a scramble roll.
Dope.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Trick of me rolling well appears to be rolling 1 dice. I'm good at that, and little else.
And you're getting us another gambit with that 6.
Yep.
This
Keith,
is why
we're
it's
gonna
good
kill
on a
so many
risky
people.
score, so you guys can.
You're
actually
able to
make gambits.
duck behind cover.
Wait, I am going to message the others on the communicator. Didn't work. Tons.
All right, Sky, first mate.
right.
What do we do? The captain's been out of commission. What do we do?
From when I studied the schematics of the train, do each of the cars have like a handbrake, like an emergency brake thing?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
I don't need to pull the one on this card, so I don't even need to enter this card. When we were looking in the train, did it look like all the cars were heavily guarded? Or just the one that they knew we were going to rob?
Oh no, all of them look pretty heavily guarded.
Okay. Side of the car is the handbrake.
Sorry?
Actually, you guys get into the train, help the captain. I'm going to start uncoupling the this car from the front of the train.
Thumbs up.
Well, you guys go guns blazing.
What I was hoping you would say. Okay.
Finally. All
Make
right.
that raid roll.
All right, Raphael,
Uh-huh.
you first. Hello.
All right. So, Keith, do you want to go like guns blazing, or do you want to go guns blazing?
You
That's
just
the
say
real
the
question.
same thing twice. I don't know.
No. You see Raphael kind of like make like finger guns. I'm saying guns blazing, or any kind of like my voice like holding like I don't know, like a very large gun. Guns blazing.
I think you should go in there and do as little damage to the structure of the cart while doing as much damage to the skulls of the people in there.
Okay, in that case, we'll go with option B.
Galfo, how many cars are in front of this car that we're robbing, and how many cars are behind it?
2 in front, 2 behind. Directly in the middle.
So it doesn't matter what side I do.
Well, get the
Well,
one with the engine.
It actually does, because
Yes.
if you...
My point was, if there were a bunch of carts behind us, I would uncouple that so guards couldn't come from that side. But if it's
fair.
even on both sides, it shouldn't matter. Because they
Alright.
stop them from getting back up. If we're left with just the, if we're left with conductor and who's with us, that's better than just uncoupling us with a bunch of
You're
guards.
right. You're right. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna uncouple us from the front of the car, or from the front of the train. Then
The front. You go.
we'll roll that rig.
All right.
5.
So you're able... I'll say you'll be able to do it, but people from the other cart will notice you and are going to jump onto the other part of the train that you're on, start shooting at you.
I will roll to. Are they just like shooting at me as their part of the train is pulling away, or are they actually getting onto our part as well? Are they just shooting at us as they pull away, or are they actually getting onto our car?
No, some of them are getting onto your side.
Question, Gotham.
That's on the two of you.
Yeah, with shoot first, May, Keith, and I immediately just start shooting at them.
Absolutely.
All right. You see,
Don't necessarily
Raphael?
kill them.
I would rather if you go into the train to help the captain, and I'll take care of the people trying to jump one at a time over.
All right, in that event, I'll do that.
You don't even have to kill when you don't have to kill them, you just have to shoot them enough that they fall off.
Oh, that sounds even fun with the viciousness. I get to watch them tumble away. Yeah. So I'll go first.
Right.
I'll roll a scrap roll to deal with the people behind us. Or not behind us, the people over by Sky, basically.
Mhm.
So I get a great effect from my fine weapon. I get bonus dice from the our crew ability. I'm also going to spend a gambit because I'm pretty confident I'll roll a 6 and get it back. I was correct in that confidence. I got a 6 and it's back.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yes.
Big roll. Yeah. So like as we see you filling stuff, you notice some people start emerging from the front of the train. And then from Sky's perspective, we just see them get shot, and then you look up, and then there's Keith just like,
Blowing smoke out of the.
blows on his pistol. Yeah.
And this is a Keith. This is a style of shooting we haven't really seen much from Keith. Rather than a film full of phaser blast away, this is more precise, shooting them off one at a time to knock them off.
I feel like you're shooting them in the shoulder or the sides, as they leap, they're thrown off balance and just hit the side and tumble.
Pretty much. One of them gets run over by the train and he just starts cackling.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely. Moving inside, you're going to head inside, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Gonna bust in there, and I'm going to
From the
level.
top?
No. Actually, can I enter from any other way besides the top, or no?
You can enter from the door behind me as I'm uncoupling.
Yeah.
So I would prefer you there in case they start shooting at me.
Yeah, I'll basically just kick the door in.
From where Sky is?
Yes.
Okay.
You would be standing between me and the that we're
Yeah.
getting to.
Yeah.
As I'm kicking the door in, you see like kind of like Raphael like take out like Vera, his fine sniper rifle, and just like cock the bolt back. It's a semi-automatic anti-material rifle, and just bust the door down and start shooting at whoever he sees first. Is not the captain.
Sure.
Thanks for
Why
that
don't you
note
roll?
at the end.
Why don't
I
you roll
appreciate
scrap?
it.
So one more time, Gotham, you kind of cut out right there.
Why don't you roll
Actually-
scrap?
Actually, I'm gonna go for the magnet first, then for the people.
You got it. You want to try to destroy the magnet? You got it.
Not gonna lie, I was
To the
kind of
magnet.
hoping Raphael would get stuck to the magnet with his armor.
Yeah, no, we're going straight for that magnet first. All right,
I want the
position.
magnet.
Effect great because fine weapon.
No, actually,
No.
because you guys haven't used weapons against them yet. They will be at a base limited effect, so it'll be a standard effect.
Against the magnet?
Yep, all of this stuff in here is
It's a higher
higher
tier
tier
than
than
us.
you.
I don't
Goes
know.
included. So, Keith, you should have been at standard effect, but I still marked it on the clock. Standard.
Okay.
Question, Gotham or DM.
Yes.
Two things. One, with shoot first is technically springing a trap since kind of busting the door down, or they are kind of already know I'm coming.
Nope, not springing a trap.
Okay,
I know
and
people are here.
if I use unstoppable, I'll be able to hit them all at once.
What does unstoppable do?
You can push yourself to do one of the following: perform a feat of physical force that verges on the superhuman. Engage a small gain equal footing in close combat.
You can engage them on equal footing, but it's you can engage them on equal-ish footing. They will still be significantly more powerful than you.
Okay.
Meaning it will, when you push yourself to do so, it'll increase your effect so that you can bump it up to grade if you want. But
Yep.
it won't negate the fact that they are a higher tier than
Okay. I will push myself and I'll use unstoppable.
Okay.
Okay. And may I spend a gambit crew?
That's a
Fuck
you
them
decision.
up.
All right. I will spend a gambit.
Come on.
So scrap, position risky.
For those of you
effect
keeping track
great.
at home, we're down to one gambit now.
Only one bonus dice for this, correct? Yeah, because one gambit. Okay. There we go.
Crit.
Crit.
Crit, I think actually because you're at great effect means that you kill all of them.
So pretty much, Raphael just dumps the mag of like this 50 caliber rifle and just turns them into mush effectively.
Don't turn the room into mush. We want
No,
the
not
room.
the room into mush. The people in the mag to like scrap and just torn corpses.
Oh,
You guys
killed the
rolling
magnet.
crits on the things I want to steal.
I kind of did. I kind of wanted that magnet.
Well, it is gone.
Oh, magnet is busted.
It's probably irreparable too. It's not even worth trying to grab. Okay.
How about the
Poke my head
people?
up. Is it clear?
You're going, Raph.
Yeah,
Good job.
they're kind of in pieces from what I can see. Oh yeah, that guy's in 4 pieces. Oh dear lord. I forgot how powerful 50 cal rounds are. Jesus. Sorry,
So-
Captain, for the mess.
So,
So hold
Sky,
on.
you decoupled from the front, right?
Now
Yes,
they're
I
coming
would like to
from
make
the
a flashback right now if I can.
Flashback
Actually-
away.
Let me hear what you're gonna say, but I have a flashback in mind I want to do.
Oh, people are coming from the back. That's
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So the flashback I want to do, I want to flashback to when we were riding up next. Keith threw a detonator into the coupling section of the back side of the cart we're trying to get on. So
Absolutely.
he
Two
can just
stress
blow
flashback.
it and blow the back as well.
It would be a 2 stress flashback and roll your whatever it is you
Wanna
roll.
get the-
Detonator is
Oh, and you want to get a bonus XP
How so?
until someone's crossing over to blow it up.
That wouldn't work though because that's not like a consequence for my viciousness.
yeah. It will most likely be a rig roll.
Yeah, I could dig a rig, and I'll spend a
Most
gambit on it to get an
likely?
extra dice.
And it's going to be at a limited effect.
Limited effect. Okay. Anyone? Can people help on flashbacks?
No,
sadly-
people cannot help on the flashback.
All right. I'll spend a gambit though for it. 6. Gambit's back.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll one except for Grace.
So the explosion occurs. It is partially damaged. It's barely hanging on. The coupling is, but it's still there.
Raphael, cover me. I'm gonna dash through the cart that we're stealing
Mm-hmm.
and run to go uncouple the other side.
Yep.
Great.
I cover her, just like I reload the magazine.
So no matter what, you will start to be shot from the side because there are a bunch of people.
That's
May I
fine,
fire
I'm
back
not
at
used
them?
to this. I bring armor.
May I fire back at them in return?
You may shoot first,
Okay.
but I mean,
You will be at reduced effect because you're using scrap twice in a row.
Yep. Gotcha. So
Well, this is a way. It wouldn't necessarily be.
it's using
lesser
scrap to
effect.
address the same challenge again.
Oh, okay.
Different,
We consider this
technically a different challenge.
Ah, there you go.
technically a different challenge, is what I'm saying. Yeah, the first one was clearing the room. Now it's keeping the room clear.
all right. So effect standard or effect limited? This one.
Standard. It would be standard. Up to great.
because of your fine weapons.
Yep. No bonus dice. All right, so we go with standard. Ooh!
Jesus.
And we generate a gambit off of that.
I can imagine
So-
Raphael is just picking them off like one by one, like with like just very accurate shots to center of mass. Just
You are
one
able
by one.
to, with this, protect Sky for this round.
I will roll that rig.
Okay.
I roll rig at a higher effect because it's already damaged. I don't have to like aim as hard.
Or
Yeah,
could you
yeah,
get a bonus dice as if like I did a setup action?
You'll get a bonus die
All
to
right.
do this.
Another gambit.
Another one.
Guys, you guys love these sixes tonight. I'm so happy. Finally, you have a score where you're just like sixes.
Meanwhile, Hoska's sitting in a daze, like in the corner.
Hanging in the corner.
Yeah, you're able to decouple it from the back.
Hey, Jacob. Remember what you said before about me getting free XP by giving in to my viciousness, but I said it didn't have consequences?
Yep.
Time for some consequences. I wanna run and jump onto the other train and start fighting them.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Scramble. I will spend a gambit for an extra dice. Failure.
Once again. Just for the imagery of this, I think it would be really funny if you're just like, if you're like barely hanging on by on the end of the train, like your feet are like just hovering above the tracks, and you're like all the way down like where the coupling is, just like holding on with one hand and trying to shoot with the other hand.
So actually, what I was envisioning is I was actually going to try to jump onto their train. So can I propose an alternative failure?
Yes.
Just that I think it'll be comical and will play into what I want to do and might get me an XP, but that's the side thing.
Yeah.
What if I just completely like miss and wind up, ragdolling down the side and all the trains just go like blazing past me? Because even though they're
absolutely.
decoupled, they're still like, running at speed. And
Absolutely.
I would take like probably a level 3,
Level
but if
2
I use
harm,
armor,
probably?
if I used armor, could I reduce it to like a level 2 or level 1?
Yeah, level 3, but you can reduce it with armor. Sounds fair.
If I use 2 points of armor, can I reduce it to a level 1?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll do that. And then I feel like just the comedy of it is Buttercup comes up and starts like nuzzling me as I'm lying there like groaning.
It's at this point where you notice now that while the train has been decoupled, a bunch of the people from the train hop onto what appear to be speeders from the side and are now running against the side of the car.
So I'm envisioning that Keith is
Advantage.
just out of the score at this point, like he's just left behind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You are now like hundreds and hundreds of feet away.
All right. May I fire upon these enemy speeders?
Before
Yes,
you
you
do
may.
that, can I get back inside the car? We switch
We'll have you roll scramble to see how shot you get
Okay.
before you get back inside.
Oh my
You'll be
god. Another one!
Gets you a gambit.
Generate again.
I'll still keep track of the gambits for you guys.
Thank
That'll be
you.
helpful. Up to
So
3.
many.
Yeah, you are at 3 right now.
And you want to shoot at them, right?
Yes, correct. Let me just check one thing with my load real quick.
Just as a reference, you guys have like almost completed the clock for them. They're at 8 of 12 right now. That crit got you real far.
1 crit more.
Actually. Yeah. It's at this point that Raphael takes out the Zarathustra, which, as I said before, is an HMG.
Mhm.
And it's just like, he just cocks the bolt back, feeds it in a fresh belt, and he's like, let's get to work. As I open fire on the enemy, on these people who are trying to.
Boy, do I really want this to fail.
This is going too well for us.
Standard effect.
Standard effect. I will.
How much stress do you have to burn?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stress to burn.
I will point out, it's usually a good idea to get to 6 or more stress.
Yep.
Push
Alright.
yourself.
I'm gonna use. Can I use Unstoppable again, DM, or no?
I don't see how this would fit in the scenario.
Unstoppable would be like, this is just you shooting at people. Unstoppable is more of like you're going into direct combat with people.
That's very true. All right, in that case, we'll just push myself.
You can use what's it called? Battleborn, right?
True, but that expends my special armor, which I might need to protect myself here. So,
Yeah,
They'll creep back.
Wait,
It's
how would
pretty
you protect
pushy,
yourself with
too.
it?
what'd you say?
How
Repeat
would
that
you
one more
protect
time?
yourself with it? Do you have an ability for that?
Battleborn. You may expend your special armor to reduce harm from an attack in combat or push yourself during a fight.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
So, I'll keep the
I just
protection.
want to point out, even though it's called special armor, using it proactively sometimes can avoid future combat.
This defense is
Yeah.
a good offense, you know?
Yes,
Exactly.
but I can also just burn. I can also just burn 2 stress, just allow myself to get 6 stress.
I have a level 1
It's true.
harm.
However, I will say my motto in D&D,
Mhm.
my motto in D&D is that the best healing spell is Fireball.
All right.
You don't need to
Sorry.
heal if you kill everyone first.
Okay. I will push myself for great effect, and then I'm also going to burn a gambit.
I'm more of a revivify versus healing word kind of guy.
All right. All right. I will burn a gambit for that sweet, sweet bonus dice.
Go ahead.
And
Only if you're made of money, Owen.
here we go. Oh, dear Lord.
Nice crit. Did you spend a
That's
gambit?
still a crit.
I know. That's what I'm saying about. Yeah, I did spend a gambit. Oh my
You
God.
also should have had another dice from our specialty thing, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a crit.
Fucking hell. You send your rocket launcher, it like blows up one of them, the shrapnel and the blast like launches into another one. One of them tries to like start shooting at you, but ends up like turns around and there's just like a flying speeder crashing into his face.
This is like the one shot sends it to a series of events that just kill a whole bunch of people.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a chain reaction.
You just see Raphael kind of like tap the Zarathustra like affectionately. You see like an emoji smiley face like come on his helmet. That's
I want to
not
point
good.
out none of us saw that. I was inside. Hoska's hiding behind things, and Keith is rolling in the dirt.
Keith is like semi-conscious right
viewers.
now.
The viewers can
Keith
see
just
it.
fell
The
off a
viewers can
train
see
at like
it.
120 miles an hour. Keith is having a day.
Keith's getting
At
some
the very
XP is
least,
what
he's
Keith's getting.
dazed.
Raphael's having the time of his fucking life.
All right, since it's been decoupled at this point, the train has stopped and your cart is next to it. However, you do see, Sky, you'd probably notice this before anyone else. There is like a flashing warning, and it has like an ETA of when
Okay, we gotta move quickly.
you have about 2 minutes or an 8-segment clock.
Oh my
How
god, are they
you
gonna
draws?
catch me? Oh, that would be fun. I already know what I'm gonna do.
They might.
I'd like to assess what the most important thing in things in this med bay are, so that we can
Study.
Yep. All right.
May
Fuck it,
clever
we have
down.
gambits. I'll spend one.
You get the sense that the surgical equipment is probably the most necessary. That's a partial success, so it's going to be 2 checks on the clock.
Okay.
All right, I'll point out the surgical equipment and say, all right, let's get that first. Fuck it. If I can carry most of it, I'll just start bringing it out.
It'll be 4 load.
I will. Oh, this isn't in area. Are there any like? Does it look like there are any med kits filled with like drugs and various things?
It doesn't look like there are like med kits, but there do appear to be like all kinds of like generic drugs, etc.
I'm talking like one of those like briefcases that you can open up and it's just lined with like vials.
No. They're all in like different metal crates.
Okay.
And they're all like they're all being like cooled and stuff.
Okay, so I can't just open and grab some.
No. There's like there's like donated plasma and stuff too.
There was a medbot, wasn't there? What we were looking for?
Yeah, there is a medbot, but you're not sure in what crate the medbot is.
Raphael, how do you feel about taking on a whole bunch of reinforcements?
I got plenty of ammunition, but I don't know if we should for the rest of the party involved. Like, I'm ready to go, but can you guys withstand that kind of firepower?
Ooh, I have an idea. Sorry.
I'm looking to get a trauma today.
Good. Gotham, while he's saying that, is there anything of value, like, in terms of, like, enhancing stimulants, like, I don't know, like, cybernetics, that kind of thing, or no?
Cybernetics, absolutely not.
Okay.
Prosthetics? Yes.
What's there?
Probably like a let's see, what would be there? Probably like a foot, probably a hand or 2, maybe a leg.
Good to know.
They're not, once again, they're not like cybernetics in the way that you'd think of. They're typically custom made and meant for specific people who lost limbs.
Is this magnet like rigged into the train, or is it like placed in here?
No. It appears to be mobile.
Jesus fuck.
Heard that.
It's the train. Hey, Gotham. You said there are.
Wait, before you.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead. You go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Can I open up the magnet and see if I can take out like an energy source from it that would like be a like, or does the magnet look like I might be able to salvage anything from it, or is it just obliterated?
You're not sure? You might be able to.
I want to see if I can get an energy source out of this that I could rig into something else.
Sure. Do you want to try to rig to get it open?
How powerful would the energy source be to something like this?
If you would like to make a check, you can figure that out, or you can establish that you already know.
It's decent.
The
It's not
flashback.
like crazy. Yeah, I'll do the flashback. I'm assuming it's not crazy powerful, but like it's strong enough that I could potentially substantial with it. Vaguely of the same power as this magnet, but I basically want to add it to my inventory so I can build something more than just like handheld things for later.
It'll make
It'll
my
probably
hot
not be
wiring a lot
shipped
easier.
here, but like a high tier personal item you could probably make from it.
That's perfectly fine. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Would you like to roll rig to try to get it out?
Wood.
Go ahead.
Risky standard bonus dice. 6.
Another gambit.
What?
Okay,
the actual...
only 1 tick on the clock.
Only 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gotham,
3 of 8.
at this point, you said there are reinforcements coming, right?
Yes.
Would they have caught up to Keith at this point?
No. They're not coming from your side.
Oh, rats. I was going to try to sweet talk them
You
into
actually
thinking-
look up and you see there is a ship headed their direction.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Like-
I was gonna try to
But-
sway them into thinking that we were on like the engine rather than this isolated car, but I don't know. Like pretend like I was a guard on the train that got knocked off or something like that. But alas, if they're on a ship, nothing I can do.
What class of ship? Is this like one of the shuttles, or is this like something that's like a real ship?
No, this is a larger ship. This is probably a
An attack chopper.
what's the size of the ship that would make sense here?
Probably not a dreadnought.
It's not a
It's
dreadnought.
not a
It is a
dreadnought.
frigate.
A dreadnought would like it just.
It is
We
a
just see
frigate.
a shadow.
Oh, it's a
Larger than yours, but like
So is it flying
Rather
like
than,
above
like-
atmosphere? Like they're gonna do an orbital drop type deal?
yeah, it looks like they're above atmosphere, but it looks like they're planning, from what you can tell, Keith, because you've known what ships like these do. They're planning to just blast it out.
I will
Oh,
relay this through the communicator to the rest of the crew.
They're
you
planning to
brought
just
one.
destroy the entire thing.
All right. Well, we need to get going now.
However, Keith, this makes you think. If there's something that they're willing to destroy to keep it out of the hands of other people, figure it's got to be worth something.
Of course. I will relay all of this to them.
What in the hell is worth that much? I
I want to put on my vision enhancing goggles. I want to just scroll through these spectrums and see if anything like pops up that's weird or potential. Do things give off any particular color or visual?
They do.
Does that show up when I do a scan through and looking around the car?
No. But what you do see is there are a few boxes that are marked like do not open, incredibly dangerous substance.
Owen.
Hmm?
Owen.
Oh god, is this gonna be the Demon 2?
Oh
You're not going to stop me again.
Demon 2.
From what you can
I
tell,
could-
flipping through the spectrums, whatever is inside appears to be organic.
Ooh, I'm gonna be the next Venom.
Shapeless,
I'm going-
but organic.
Oh,
Hey, Raphael, help me. The boxes look big enough that we could carry them, or is
This
it?
is how you guys
we-
get xenomorph.
Do we? Can we carry the boxes, or do we have to
Look
open
at how
them?
wet and shiny
In
these
terms of
things are.
size.
You might be able to take them with you.
Okay, Raphael, grab a box.
What's inside them?
Something
So,
cool.
if you're gonna grab this box, then it is going to add. If you're gonna load it onto the cart and such, it's gonna take 4 load.
Okay.
And it will progress the clock by 2 more. So you are at 5 of 8.
That's all I need. I got my generator, and I have my.
I mean, you still haven't found the med room though.
It's fine. I found something cooler.
How
Gold
will know?
for me was never the med robot.
Before they're going to start.
I would rather get off and get away before we do that. I want to save my own skin.
Well, don't
Yeah.
forget the
Anyone
meds.
else want to do anything?
I'm just gonna real quick before we go try to attune and see if there might be anything on that spectrum of
You got it.
stuff. All right.
You summon
This is the
away,
last
Rhinoceros.
Oh God!
That would help.
What if it's angry?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
It'll progress the clock by 1. There is nothing that you sense that is way related, except for whatever is in that box that they do.
Oh, dope. Let's make sure we keep those boxes.
Guys, we're gonna get a second Lando.
Yeah, I was going to say, surprise, it's Lando, and he smuggled himself on to try to stealth his way into the score.
Oh, this is
But
past
forgot to tell
Lando.
us.
He's a time traveler, and it's all circular.
Or could be
could be
future
on-
Lando.
Come
Time traveler
from
could
the
be
future.
future Lando.
To warn us not to open the other box.
Don't do it,
All right, I
guys.
would like to take my stuff. I'm assuming between the power source and the I'm basically at as max capacity as I can be at the moment. Between the power source and the box.
Yeah.
I would like to get back on the carts. But before I do that, I click my little button to get the cart so it moves closer, because I'm assuming in the program I have it a certain distance away so it doesn't accidentally hit the train.
Yeah.
But get it so it's a leapable distance again, like the distance we left from.
Sure. I mean, the train is no longer moving.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to pull it up next.
Couples.
What about that? On top of this. Yeah, I'm going to start loading shit up into the cart.
Oh, I assume you guys already did.
Oh yeah. In that case, yes. We already did. I'm gonna get in the cart. I will be the thing I'm loading into the cart.
Great, perfect. Are you guys going to try to make your escape or try to get more things?
Well, I've got a flashback idea, which is that I got a sand-colored tarp, and I'm just gonna put it over all of us and the cart to try to make it harder for them to visualize from above where we are.
You got it. I'd say that's like a one stress flashback, and mark off like one.
Cool.
All right, you're gonna try to make your getaway now.
All right, everyone get in the cart, or I'm leaving without you.
Get in the cart.
The guild does not fuck around. They will kill us all.
That I'm aware of.
I will. Who's driving? Is it gonna be me or is it gonna be Hoska? I only have one in helm.
I have two helm.
I've got two helm.
What if you do it? I'm gonna start. Start messing around with stuff in the back.
I'm going to observe Sky messing around stuff in the back.
I'm gonna open up one of the boxes while we drive. I'm gonna wait up.
Y'all are dicking around in the back.
Yeah, you drive away. Once we're a certain distance away, I'm gonna open up the box.
I'm watching curiously.
There's a hair in my.
Question mark on my helmet.
All right. You're gonna try to get away from the scene.
I'll roll helm for it.
We have 4 gambit. Use one.
All right, I'll put myself in great effect and see how it goes.
You actually can't use a gambit to bump your effect. Only add dice.
Only
Really?
at
Okay. I'll add a dice then.
There you go.
Standard back to 6. You're able to get away because you.
Cool.
In the distance behind you,
I'm gonna open the
kaboom.
box. I will be opening the box. One of the boxes. What's in the box?
Oh, you're gonna open it right.
I'm opening one of the boxes.
What's in the box?
I'm watching curiously.
The one labeled dangerous material.
Are both of them labeled dangerous material?
Only one of them.
I just ready myself for anything that's about to happen.
You know what? I'm smart enough. I'm gonna open the one that's not labeled dangerous material.
Great. Those
I'm
are
gonna wait till we're
certain
on the ship.
supplies.
Okay. And then I'll open the other one. I'm not that smart.
Oh God.
I'm not interested in the other part.
You open it, and it appears to be in a kind of like what's the right word? It's like a cylinder with like 2 handles at either end. There is some strange like viscous fluid inside, and what appears to be an embryo of some sort, or a fetus rather.
It's a dinosaur.
I'm gonna lift it up and I want to roll study, and I'm also gonna use my goggles to see if any weird wavelengths come off this, like just even just the material like inside it. Like
it's gonna be a limited effect.
That's fine. I'm partially checking. Are we gonna be irradiated if we try to open this? Limited effect. Bonus stuff. You know what? I'm gonna use a gambit. We have 3 more.
Christ.
Good thing you did. Another 6.
Guys.
Okay, so you are not sure what this is, beyond the fact that it is what appears to be some kind of alien life form. Does not appear to be human. You don't expect radiation. It does not appear to be irradiated at all. However, you do know if you do try to open it, you'll probably kill whatever's inside it.
I'm not gonna wake up, fishy it, and shake it either. So, I will put it back down. Got something weird.
Beyond that, not sure what it could.
That does look very.
Do I see the? At this point, do we see the guild like flying overhead and then just like blasting the train?
Yeah, you just see like from atmosphere like a large like a bunch of like lights come from the atmosphere, and then lasers shooting the rest of the train.
Good thing we got out of there when we did. Goddamn.
What do you guys think Keith is?
Hey, Raphael, you want to take the reins for a second?
Yeah, I'll go over and take the reins.
All right, I wanna come back and look at this embryo fetus.
If there's anything you want to do with this, you'll have to do it because the score is.
Can she even? Were you just going to attune to it now?
Unless you want to try to open it, that might launch a whole new.
Oh God.
I wasn't gonna open it. I was just gonna try to attune to it to see if I could sense any like consciousness in there.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get Lando to try to communicate with it telepathically.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And then
That's-
he can
before
get
we-
infected in his mind and turn into a squid zombie. And we can unleash the equivalent of the flood on this planet.
Oh God.
I would love
don't even
to.
joke.
Spend a gambit.
Might as well. Nice. Another 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what you get.
Guys,
It is alive. It has consciousness, though at a very limited level. Whatever it is, it appears to not be born yet. And you do get the sense that this is not a synthetic life form. Appears to be an actual life form.
Does it look like? Is Keith still in range of our communicators?
Still in range.
Where are you?
Grown. I'm making my way back to town slowly. I figure you all have it under control from this point.
Good luck.
On a ride?
If you pass by me, sure, I'll join you. I'm basically just like on Buttercup, but at a walk going back.
Oh yeah, you have
Kevin?
Buttercup. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
should we swing around for him, Kevin, or should we just let him keep on walking?
You know what? Let's pick him up.
All right. I'll swing. I'll swing the card around.
The card on Buttercup. I think it's better if we just make it back to a safer place with this stuff.
You just jumped off a train, Sky. What do
Yeah.
you think you could be doing?
It's his choice.
Just use some help. It's nothing too crazy. Just saying.
I think it'd be better if we I really think it would be better if we just.
I leave it up to the captain's
I-
decision. Captain, what's your order?
Honestly, I think we just head back to our shuttle and bring this stuff up to our ship rather than
Pull
It's locked.
pull rank, inter-party.
He's on our way back, Sky. We're gonna swing by and we're gonna get him.
Aye, aye, Captain. And I swing the card around to go pick up.
In that
Keith.
case, can we go back for Jeremy?
All right. I'm
Sky, if
assuming
you
we.
want to build yourself another quadcopter, you can do that in your own time.
Wait, Sky can build quadcopters?
I mean, it's
You
like
know-
the equivalent. It's the equivalent of like our modern ones, except it moves on its own and it has little hands.
Pretty much.
Need to get me one of those.
It was a dig on the drone more than anything else.
Yeah, this isn't like something that you ride. This is like an RC drone.
that kind of quadcopter. Okay.
One of those ones
Did
that's
ours-
used for like photography and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
I tried to use it as a springboard and it didn't work.
I was about to say, you sound really impressed for something that we have and can make right now.
Like you could order build a quadcopter kit, and I'm confident you could make one on your own.
Yeah.
All right. Just for fun and flavor, when you guys go to get Keith, so I assume you guys go and offer him a ride, basically, right?
Come on, buddy. Time to go home.
Wait, y'all came for me?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
We're on the way. Don't get too sentimental about it.
I voted to leave you behind.
I mean, you're a friend, Keith. So.
I'm not paying you or anything.
Wide range of opinions here.
We have one in the spectrum. And
I voted to leave you. We were on our way back. You're my friend.
We have the whole spectrum.
Just for the record, I'm not paying you for this. I'm not owing you anything.
Keith, you don't pay anybody jack shit. Let's be honest here.
Well, now hold
You're-
on. I'm just a little.
Keith, if I last recall, you have 10 unpaid bar tabs in 7 different systems. If I'm not mistaken, which are
But
7
the
different
beauty
plans.
of my company was enough. The pleasure of my company was enough to made them enough in business. Plus, I kept the killing to a minimum.
What about that one bar on that, desert planet we were on? You literally murdered the entire bar.
I thought you asked for us to never speak about that again after your run-in.
We don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm. So let's let the past die.
All right. Fine by me.
Keith is not gonna accept it. He does not trust someone offering unsolicited help. He
Even
will ride
Raphael
back on Buttercup.
He doesn't trust me going, I voted to leave you behind and still showed up.
Oh, he's got a bar. He's fine. Plus, he knows you guys are leaving behind. He's too valuable.
Riding my ship free of charge all the goddamn time. How is this different?
Nah. He earns his keep on that ship.
All right.
He's got his beliefs. It's not a pride issue. It's a trust issue, as in like you're gonna expect something from him later for this if you do this.
Huh.
All right, is that it for you guys?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Right. Let's do
I
that
wanted
payoff.
3 more stress.
Whew, I took a lot of stress that time.
You got more stress, Jacob. Just open that vial full of weed.
Open up the organic vial.
What's up,
I
Dad?
drink it.
I drink it.
Yo, guys, this Kool-Aid to be hitting different or something.
Let's
It got
see.
stirred.
This was a successful robbery mission, so you guys just get 1 cred base.
Fantastic.
Put that on the ship, I assume.
I mean, you might have to just use it to pay for upkeep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We'll
Guys,
just say that.
I'll be able to fix our particle cannons during this downtime.
Let's do heat.
Do we not get any other payoff? There's nothing else valuable that we grabbed?
Your payoff was you now have everything you need to build your med bay.
Okay. Does that-
Unless you would like to exchange what you need to build your med bay for coin. Or cred, rather.
Does that mean that we
Oh,
just
you
get the
guys
med
kinda
bay?
get hurt.
Like, do we even have to install it, or do we just get it?
You still have to install it.
Zombie.
But you can forgo getting the stuff needed to install it, and you'll need to do another score if you want to get the stuff to install it.
Wait, what?
The question is, you can either get what you need to install the med bay, or you can just cash it out for credit.
No, we'll take the med bay.
Actually, how much would we get if we cashed it out?
8 cred in
Let's
total.
keep the med bay.
Yeah, I keep it in
Let's
that.
keep the med bay. There's only 2 for each of us, which is granted a good amount, but
If we had the robot, I would have honestly. Actually, Sky wouldn't have sold it, but Jake would have advocated for selling it.
now that fetus thing
Heat,
on the other
you guys have. from this. 6 heat.
We're in the Holt system, right?
Yes, hold.
Okay. We are
Except
now
Pusher
more
Wall.
wanted in a Holt than we were in Iota.
Well, we're wanted in that, aren't we?
We're wanted in both.
Nice. Nice.
Don't keep track of that.
One.
I don't think I've ever kept track of our wanted levels. Kind of done.
All you've
No,
done
that's
was
because you're doing most of the killing. You know, just
You're
contribute
the
to it
killer.
and then kind of walk away.
As a result of this, you guys are also now to -2 with the Guild of Engineers.
Yes.
Yay!
Love how you guys are going for the highest tier factions once again.
literally the most powerful faction in the area.
Hmm.
Yep.
One that can just pull in a big ass cannon to just blow up the train we're on and just leave.
Guys, why couldn't we go after the hegemonic news network?
Oh, you don't want to mess with the news.
That is
All that
true.
repressed sexual tension between them.
Actually, might have horrible implications on our heat if we did go after the news, because they could just broadcast our stuff
Or, hear me
everywhere.
out, we do a score against the news network to reduce our heat.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hear me out. We do a score to, get the news network, get some dirt on some high level figures there so that they report favorably on us.
Find the Roger Ailes of the hegemonic news network.
No, you don't even need to go for Roger Ailes. Get the Matt Lauer or the what's his face?
You have to get the
Bill
Bill
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
The caster, not the CEO.
Go for them. They have significantly less capital than the Roger Ailes of the HNN would be.
That's true.
Can't cover it up as easily.
You implied he
Or
had an
not.
easy time covering it up, but I get what you're saying. He very famously did not have an easy time covering it up.
Yes. It's easier for rich people to cover things up than it is. There are just some things that
That is true. Regardless.
Even though Matt Lauer is like a multi-millionaire, almost a billionaire.
Yep.
the secret button.
Anyways, let's do entanglement.
Engagement. The other E word.
The other E word. You guys are at 6 heat, but he doesn't matter for entanglements, just 1 level.
Cross our fingers and hope for ship damage or
It's
ship
1d6,
theft or
right?
whatever.
What did you get? Yep.
Okay.
3. What is a 3? Oh, this makes sense. Interrogation. System officers round up the PCs. They're probably like there's probably a checkpoint way into town where you have to be questioned. Because the Guild of Engineers act fast.
Yeah.
Right? You can take a level 2 harm and
Cutting in and out.
You're cutting in and out. I can't hear what the options are.
sorry. You can either pay 2 or you can take a level 2 harm and +2 heat. You can resist each of these consequences.
You cut out a bit, but I think it got more. Could we try to talk our way through it?
Yeah, I mean, before I used my side dancing ability to get out of an interrogation, so I feel like
You
we can.
absolutely can.
Could I? So I'll propose. Let me handle this because I have a special armor ability I can use with this.
Absolutely.
Can I try to use sway to basically lie to the guards? I want to basically. You ever see the Simpsons movie where they go to the gas station to buy like beef jerky and all that, and Bart goes and scribbles on the wanted poster and like draws a doodle on it, and then the other family happens to be in there. I want to do that. I want to point. Jacob, what?
You're not with us, so you're gonna have to do this separately from us.
I'm riding next to you.
No, exactly. That's why you're the one that has to do it because it's only one of you that they.
Okay. I thought you weren't going with us.
I want to do the like Oh yeah, I was out there. I saw the whole thing. There they are right now, and I want to point to like some other random group of like sand people or whatever trying to get into the city, and sway the guards into going after them instead of me.
Okay, sure. You can roll some.
And I'm going to spend a special armor to talk my way out of trouble.
Okay.
Six.
You are able to avoid the harm. But you will still have to resist the heat as a con.
If we take the heat, we aren't wanted. So if anybody wants to then, after doing their vice, just lower our heat, we'll be fine.
It's +2 heat. It won't push you over 2.
How it would be basically recorded in the system, correct?
Yeah.
Plus, it's
Can
not
I
like you're
roll
reducing
hack
our
to-
heat. It's not like we're reducing our heat for this specific action. It's just a general reduction of heat.
I basically want to. I'm assuming
If
I have
you
some
want-
handheld mag.
If you want this consequence not to happen, you will need to resist. You cannot actively roll for it.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
fine with taking the two.
wait. I roll insight or like resist using insight to basically. I want to like as we go by, like basically toss a magnet out behind the as we pass through, so it messes with and like corrupts the data. It doesn't necessarily delete it, but like makes it so the data is shitty and isn't proper.
Sure.
Can't be read properly.
Sure. Why don't you make an insight to resist this consequence?
3.
There we go.
Still fishing for
I'm
that trauma.
traumatized.
Love that.
I don't wanna just
Sky
fuck
throws
over
a
the-
magnet out the back and then collapses.
It's really interesting.
The embryo vial is
In-
empty.
This is in downtime that you're doing this. I don't
Don't have to
know if
roll
you'll
for
get downtime as a result of this.
It's fine. I get my free downtime action to repair the ship once I come to. And
No,
that's
it means you will not be able to do anything for downtime, but your stress will be completely clear.
Fair enough.
Way to go, Jay. Way to go, Sky.
Downtime
You get an
character.
extra downtime activity, so it's more
Yeah.
you can't take any downtime activity.
I'm just gonna come back like unconscious. Okay.
We have you propped up as like the scarecrow in front of the bar.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's more you just spend the entire time like on drugs
Nervously on the
after
back.
all of this. Yeah.
I've dealt with the people who are hunting me, and it's not
What
good.
trauma do you want to take?
Looking that up. What pages let's be on? 184 area? What is that? Oh,
I
it's a
mean,
DSW
obsessed can be
card.
hilarious if you're just like obsessive compulsive.
I was thinking I would be obsessed with trying to avoid the Guild of Engineers in terms of like trying to outsmart them at all. Although that would be paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how fun paranoid can be.
Paranoid's a real easy one.
I would like to point
Actually,
out Pietro.
actually,
Pietro might have been paranoid, but is it really paranoia if they're actually after you?
They weren't
I
actually after you for a while.
And then in his paranoia,
might-
they became after him.
might take obsessed out of I'm obsessed with trying to prove that I can outsmart the guild all the time. Like not as a they're coming after me, but in more of a haha you can't get me type of move.
I like it. It's something that could lead into like reckless as well with that.
I might take obsessed or reckless. It's a toss up with that sort of thing.
Because it could be either way. It's going to be I need to prove that I'm better than the Guild of Engineers.
I think I'm gonna go with reckless for this. Of the even when it's detrimental, like I'll leave my call
Oh my
signs
God,
everywhere.
You're the Dennis Nedry of the Guild of Engineers.
I don't know what that is.
He's the guy from Jurassic Park, the computer guy.
Yep.
Oh,
It's not the worst
You-
death, but it's pretty bad. On the scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, he's the
Alright.
guy who got sprayed in the face with the acid dinosaur.
That's a pretty awful way to go. That's like an 8.
Well,
He wasn't just sprayed in the face with acid. He was then definitely mauled and eaten by that dinosaur.
By multiple
wow.
dinosaurs, but yes.
love that
Acid to the
trauma to
face,
not
then-
get too heat.
I know, I'm laughing at that.
It's future XP is the way I'm looking at it.
Invest
Alright.
in your future. Get traumatized.
Invest in your future, kid. Bro.
That's the motto for this system. So we're gonna go to downtime. Sky, you don't have anything.
Who's
So-
next?
All right, you guys.
Oscar.
All right. I'm gonna indulge vice. First things first.
All right. See if you
I'll be spending
overindulge.
Nice.
my downtime trying to come up with ways to send the middle finger to the guild.
And then I'm going to use my second downtime action to try to reduce our heat.
Sounds good. How are you gonna do that?
Interesting question. No, I'm going to play with the pliability of human memory by like coming forward as a witness of the events and just saying I saw totally different people, and basically try to gaslight whoever was a witness into. That's what I'm
Ooh,
gonna do.
So evil. All right. It sounds like a sway roll.
All right, here we go.
The guards that
Oh,
each shot
that is
survive
keep
hit it
reduced.
falling off the train.
Cool.
All right, Keith,
First, I'm going to indulge my vice.
ahead.
There it is. Nice. I'll take that. One stress left. Then I want to roll. I want to do the sway roll to run the bar. Remember, I stocked up on the alcohol last
You
time.
did. You did. So
So
what you get. What is your heat currently? It is at 4.
I still have to decode
I got 3.
Jolene's communicator.
That means you will operate at a loss.
Oh, I don't have any money.
1 cred will be the loss.
Guys, can I take that out of the ship?
You can go
Gonna
into
go into
debt
debt with the ship.
because
Yes.
We actually will not be going to debt with the ship. There is 1 cred on the ship.
you need that to do upkeep on
No,
the ship.
no, I already
Nope,
did
you
that.
already marked that
I
off.
already marked that one off.
Oh,
This is one
It's from
left over
last
from
time.
last time.
as long as you promise that the proceeds from the bar go to the group and not just you.
I will pay back the 1 cred that I take from this ship. Yes.
Yes. Debt to the ship. There we go.
I will pay back the 1 cred from the ship. You guys are also welcome to help in the bar. I'm not the only one that can make rolls in it.
Yeah.
But,
I
alright.
helped at the bar in my own way, in that now you didn't lose 3 cred, you just lost 1 because I reduced our heat.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah. So keep in mind, you would have to have rolled a 5 to make a profit. Because
I would? Oh, how are we doing this? I thought you were doing this as like a downtime activity, not like the gambling dens.
I was, but then at the end of last session, you may not remember because it was late and it was actually post stream. I decided I was going to run it as a skill check for running the bar, but instead it will be similar to how it's done in Blades, where it is reduced
Okay.
from the heat.
Knowing
Because-
that, would you let me take that back? Because I thought we were doing this on the downtime activity where like a 6 gets me 3, a 5 or a 4 would get me 2, and like a 3 would get me 1 or 0.
No.
Okay.
I mean, either way, since even if it was different, you still would have gotten a negative on.
Yeah, it's fine. No, but it's more just knowing that the odds of me making any money were like very low. I might not have done it, but it's okay. I'll suck it up.
That's fine. Sorry, we talked about it last time, but it was again really low. It was like 130.
It's fun.
Cool. We're next.
All right.
First things
Just
first.
because there aren't like rules for it, I'm gonna be probably tweaking it just depending on.
No, it's
what
it is fun. Like that does make sense to run it like that.
All right. First gonna roll indulge my vice.
Go ahead.
Nice. I'll take that. Let's be back down
All right.
to 2 stress. Okay.
Okay.
And
Double or nothing.
He's very enthusiastic about clearing 2/3 of his stress.
well, I mean, I'm always in combat, so like having the least stress amount possible is always positive.
I'm more laughing at your reaction versus me and Grace's reactions. like Grace and I reduced ourselves to 1 stress, and we're like, okay, and you're like, yes, like boom.
It's just because you guys are like, if it's not perfect, it's not worth it.
Just so satisfying. No stress, you know.
All right, and
And
I'm
also, as PH, where you were used to just always reducing it to 0.
That's true. If I had 4 stress, it was like almost physically impossible for me to not reduce it to 0.
And is there any way I can reduce the crew's heat? Or no?
How would you like to do that?
Basically by saying some stiff words to the right people and giving them, the impression that if they talk out of line or something like that, well, it's coming from.
Intimidation sounds great.
So
Are you
command-
gonna intimidate the witnesses that
Yeah.
gaslighted?
You're tag teaming the gaslighting.
Gotta hit him with the 2 strategies to get full coverage.
So
Yeah.
after Hoska leaves, I kind of just pull him aside and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, buddy? Listen, all right, see my good captain over there? She's nice to you, all right? If you don't listen to what she says, I'm gonna break your fucking kneecaps with my bare hands."
Only
Sounds
Peace.
good. Sounds like a command roll.
Yep. Position, controlled or risky?
It would be a position. It's just roll risky, I guess.
Okay.
There's
Effects
not really a
maybe.
consequence. This is just how effective it is. Roll. It's another 2 heat down, and I'm actually just gonna double check something. Nope, never mind. That's not an ability you have. Go ahead.
Holt is down to 2 then.
Couldn't have had you go before I made that roll, huh?
Now that I'm thinking about it, might have actually been better. Did you end up taking Scary, Hoska?
No, I went with shield thing, a way shield
okay.
ability.
Okay, got it.
And you might want to start going last if you're going to be running the bar.
If I had known this how it worked, I would have done that, but it's okay. I just will.
What's our overall heat at now? 2?
2 plus 1.
So you're sitting pretty nicely.
That's
Alright.
good.
Time for XP.
We're friends with the local sheriff, so it's not like somebody's going to actively come hunting for us in the posse.
That is
Friends is a strong word.
And sheriff is a strong word.
Your acquaintance,
Sheriff, not
so I think we'll be fine.
Your acquaintances with a lawless sheriff.
I feel like we let them drink at the bar for a discount, and they just turn a blind eye to the shadiness.
All right, who keeps
Yeah,
messing with
can we please go to the XPs?
Go into XP.
Thank you. Stick
Oh,
on the
shit.
There we
Okay.
go. All right. Execute a successful robbery or ransom. Think that's 1. Contend with challenges above
Definitely.
your current station. Definitely 1. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I mean, loud and proud, kind of.
Hoorah.
Pointing gun and dangerous. There were a lot of dead bodies there.
We killed a
True.
lot of folks.
There was a lot of people dead at the end of
I think
that.
that's a 2 XP here.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then
And express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature.
yeah, I would say that.
Yeah,
I
a
would say
lot of
1.
stuff that happened there.
I would say 1.
What do you have in mind?
I'd say 1.
Yeah.
I would
Which
say
means
inner
next time.
conflict, leaving people behind. There was the discussion between Hoska and Sky about
Everyone
do we go back for
themselves
Keith?
versus-
Even though Keith didn't take it, there was a do we go and get Keith? But on a broader
Which is almost
sense,
still another. You could also argue Keith's not taking it is also more inner conflict of the group. You still don't trust the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like essential
Yeah.
nature don't really trust each other fully in any way.
Well.
Particularly Keith.
Yeah, it kind of all ties into that one event.
Yeah.
I'd say that fills the bar.
No, let's keep it at the 1 so that next time we can level up our crew. Blinks heavily.
Regardless, I think it all ties into the one thing. It's not really a multiple
Yeah.
scenario.
I already marked off the 1 for it, so we are at
Yeah.
all but 1, which is where I kind of wanted us to be.
We should make some money next time, and we only need at least 4 cred that we can pour into that.
Let's next time. All right, let's make this goal right now. Next time we're doing a score to just make a lot of cred. That's the goal.
So bounty hunting is what you're telling me.
I think it's either Keith or
we go
Raphael's
rob a liquor
choice.
store.
So
Or
Keith or Raphael's choice to make a score. So I think.
All right. So we're gonna rob a jelly bean. So we're gonna hit a jelly bean factory.
Those are way too high profile for
That
us.
is way
Those
too
are
high.
those are very high profile.
Okay, fine.
No, I got an idea. I'll tell you what. I'll take it. I'll take it up for next time. I got a couple ideas in my head.
IBS has a stranglehold on the sector.
IBS is an irritable bowel syndrome.
Hasn't the International Bean Syndicate?
Interstellar Bean Syndicate, the bane of my existence.
IBS is the bane of everyone's existence.
Me.
Just eat some more kale. I know that IBS, the people that don't like their vegetables.
The moment Raphael eats kale is the moment he shoots himself.
As a note, because I don't know if we discussed it on stream, but the jelly beans are essentially mood altering substances depending on the flavor.
Oh,
so
God.
whatever flavor that you choose to eat of the jelly bean will give you a certain mood when you eat it. People tend to use it to similarly to drugs, but they're effectively illegal.
Oh my God.
Think like
prescription.
It's like mood patches that they use in cyberpunk media in general.
Oh Jesus!
I thought they were like prescription type of things, not just illegal. Because
they're basically just Prozac.
Yeah, I mean,
they're a controlled substance.
They're actually not a controlled substance. They are completely legal. You can just get them, eat them, and they're perfectly legal to have.
They're very expensive though.
Very expensive.
What's the deal, you know? Totally fine.
But yeah, so I have some ideas for the score next time. I can handle that. We all know Owen planning scores, how that goes.
A little smoother. Let's do playbook advancement XP.
All right, Sky, you're up.
Did I address a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity? I did the uncoupling of both sides, but I'd still only count that as 1.
I think that's 1.
It's only 1 for that one because I don't think I did that much. Oh, and then I also programmed the card to stay with us rather than have to be one of us.
That's right.
That's 2, which fills my playbook advancement. And expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I expressed my heritage of knowing the Guild of Engineers would, or my background rather, knowing the Guild of Engineers would not fuck around and would just kill, or would just eliminate everything and all that. I also expressed my beliefs that Keith will get back on his own. He's fine, whatever. As well as I addressed my beliefs of, I know I can only get 2, but I also expressed kind of my own drive of the fuck the rest of the score, I want the cool thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I didn't struggle with my vice or trauma. That's for next time.
For next time.
Strategic traumatizations.
It's all part of the plan.
All right,
who's
next?
We'll put it in prowess. This is the score.
Hasko, why don't you go next?
All right. Address the tough challenge with wisdom of the way. There were a couple things for the way, or at least attempts at addressing problems that failed. One being trying to stun those guards. Another being determining what's up with that alien embryo type of a thing.
I don't know if that was a tough challenge because that was out of danger.
It is very much fair.
So I would only say 1.
Okay.
Unless you have another situation.
No, and I certainly don't have anything for wisdom.
I don't know. It was pretty wise of you to drop in there. I mean, everything worked.
That's fair.
It's not, but you didn't do it through wisdom. You just kind of did it.
I had the wisdom to text my crewmates, say, "Hey."
Hey, not
I
every
displayed base level common sense.
Oh, you know what? Some people have to overcome pride to,
ask for
willing
help.
to ask for help.
Keith didn't.
That's pretty
Keith
wise.
wouldn't. Actually, that wasn't really a pride thing, but yeah.
I still think it's 1 XP, but
Totally fair.
I appreciate your attempt. Maybe you're addressing this challenge with wisdom.
This isn't wisdom. This is sliminess.
hey.
What's the difference?
You say sliminess. I say pure spiritual enlightenment.
I say sliminess with no negative bias there. That is a fully positive description. Okay, express.
And I say
heritage-
spiritual enlightenment with only negative context.
Exactly. Belief, stress, heritage, or background? Not really. Yeah.
Not really.
And struggles with issues with vice or traumas during the session. I'm gonna make an argument that in a way it was a gamble to just kind of open that hatch without checking anything about it first.
I will actually give that one to you because you kind of adopted the attitude of like, oh, let's see what will happen.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, all right, I think this is gonna go good. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, all right. Pretty chill night, XP wise for me.
All right, Keith.
Address a tough challenge with charm or audacity. I audaciously, the audacity would definitely be protecting Sky while shooting and drawing fire, and then charm.
Oh, I was gonna say the audacity was what ended up will also get XP for your struggling with your vice or trauma.
Jumping back. I'll give you that one too. That's definitely audacity, and then charm, talking our way back into the city.
Yeah, it's 2 XP for sure.
Express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Definitely beliefs with the like. I don't trust this not to have a string attached to it. I don't really think I had anything else. Nothing really came up too much with my background other than Buttercup, but that's a tangent, and that was last session that was a background thing.
Yeah, nothing that I think
other
warrants
than
another
other than his commitment to make this bar work. That's a drive.
Again, it's an ongoing thing, and it was pretty much addressed last time. Unless your situation around that, like, if there's a score centered around the bar, then absolutely.
Right. Yeah, that'd be drive. Yeah. He's committed to trying to make it work to an extent. And then issue with the vice or trauma. Well, definitely the trauma with the jumping back. And then nothing really else comes to mind other than going into debt because he's trying to run a bar with his vice. But I don't think that's really an issue with that.
I don't think that's necessarily tied to it.
That's fine. I am unfortunately one short of a playbook advancement, but it just means next time I'll get to put a bunch into XP categories.
Yeah, if you like actually went into like significant debt to keep the bar open, then yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Also, the whole reason I did the bar action, I wanted to get some coin because I wanted to spend then to do the downtime activity to duel. I have a question for you for the dueling to try to get that gun.
Mm-hmm.
So if we did that, I have an ability
that
lets me spend my special armor to resist the consequences of blaster fire, like to not take damage.
Mm-hmm.
Would that work in that circumstance?
Absolutely.
Absolutely? Or is that an absolute
Absolutely,
no?
it would.
Okay. Just considering that for in the future. Because if I get a chance where I have a downtime activity, I am probably going to go try to duel some gunslinger for his gun.
Isn't it usually, though, your special armor regenerates at the start of downtime, so you wouldn't have the special armor going into the next score?
Exactly,
yeah. But I get to use 2 special armors between downtimes.
Yes, you do.
Oh, wow.
When the chips are down. So it's not...
You know what's worse than not having special armor? Being dead from a duel.
Oh, please, I'll be fine. I'm a scrappy fellow. And I always shoot first.
Shoot first is such an amazing ability. God.
I'm tempted to take Hedonist as an ability.
Raphael.
Let's do Cole. Raphael.
All right. You just touched on enforcer's threats. I'm pretty sure Raphael killed like over a dozen people in this session, if I'm not mistaken.
Easy 2 XP for that because you also threatened those people to reduce heat.
Yep. Just your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I wanted to go back for Keith because he's my friend.
Yes,
He's my only
absolutely.
friend I have.
Definitely your belief.
I was definitely a little. I was a little. What's the other thing I did? I guess kind of just Raphael's whole like shoot first, ask questions later kind of mentality. Example: destroying the magnet without insulting anyone, just going straight for it, even though Sky wanted to salvage it.
I don't know. I don't think that works.
I also don't think that's really unique to you. This entire crew has operated on a shoot first,
true.
ask questions later basis.
That is true.
They destroy the things I want.
Like for you, it's more of a it's a little bit more of a I'll follow orders or do what will, or just do whatever I think is the best in the circumstance, even if it isn't.
Yeah.
Destroying the magnet isn't the worst thing that could have happened in that circumstance.
That is true.
It's disappointing for me.
Yeah, it only affected one other person. I'm sure everyone else was like fine with it being destroyed.
That was mild sadness.
Yeah. In
Now,
that
if you've
case, it'll
thrown
be
a grenade in there and blown up Hospital with everyone else and the medical supplies.
Or if you blew up the medical supplies because you were more focused on killing people.
If you really want XP from this, get traumatized, pick reckless, and then blow up your crewmates a lot.
That's such an easy way to farm XP.
Absolutely.
Honestly, if I
Unless
go
you
with one,
die.
all right. Yes. In that case, nothing else with that. You struggle with the issues from your advice or trauma during the session. Not really. No, nothing there.
Not that I can think of.
Yep. So I'm gonna put those 3 XP into prowess and get myself another point.
Sick.
Which
When you
I
level
will.
up, you might want
Hmm?
to finish what you're saying before I do this.
I basically am gonna put the next 3 points into prowess. Either I'm gonna put either scramble or skulk. I'm deciding. So I don't have a point in scramble yet, but
Considering how often you guys have been scrambling.
yeah,
Well,
I'll get a point in
Focus
scramble.
really only need it for 1 or 2 people, and after that, the rest of us are guns blazing.
I love how the trend is continuing with that decision, but I'll wait till the decision's final before I explain it.
I'm tempted to go skulk just to have sneaky Raphael.
I mean,
Cole, you may want
pick in character, ultimately.
What is this guy?
Pick what makes sense for Raphael, not necessarily what makes sense as a power gaming.
Yeah, Raphael's more the guns blazing. Honestly,
Like if Pietro had wanted to power game, he would have taken a 2 in the lot earlier.
A lot earlier.
yeah. In that case, scramble makes sense for Raphael just to be able to like move quickly if need be.
Well, eventually you may want to pick up the ability from the speaker. This is more for you as a player and it also makes sense for your backstory. It's the ability Old Friends. Whenever you land in a new location, write down a friend you know there under influential friends on your playbook sheet.
Ooh.
That's a great way to get your background XP too.
True.
Not only is that, but it also, you always like to pull in stuff with your friends and all. And they give you it also gives you RP purposes of being able to just meet people around the systems, and it works for Scarlet Wolves and their various contacts.
And actually, it would actually work with Raphael Vesser's backstory as well on some things. So
it also helps. It helps flesh you out more. Once just you have a bunch of combat abilities.
All right. So I think we're done for the night, right?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
No.
All right. I'm just gonna end the stream then. If that's the case. So yeah, that is that.